If you have PCOS and you're struggling to lose weight, I'm going to tell you exactly how my client lost just under 20 pounds in 6 months. I do want to preface that this client of mine also had a history with an eating disorder, and although she had fully recovered from it, we were still wanting to be very sensitive about how we were approaching food and exercise just to make sure that it didn't make her uncomfortable in any way. The first thing I always do when I start working with a client is doing a full audit on your nutrition, your sleep, your habits, and your mindset. From the audit, we determined that she wasn't sleeping enough. She was struggling with kind of waking up in the middle of the night. She was also skipping some meals, so sometimes she would eat breakfast, sometimes she wouldn't. Lastly, although she was on her feet a lot for her job, she wasn't moving her body in a way that was actually sustainable for her. She only knew how to exercise in a way that was like super intense and burning calories, and that's why she wasn't doing it. The first 3 key things we implemented were more consistent meal times. This actually stopped her from overeating and snacking later in the day. She was actually posting photos of her food so I could give her feedback on her portion sizes and she could visually make changes without counting calories. We got her to remove screen time before bed and actually had a 30-minute window before sleeping so that she could wind down and she had a higher quality of sleep and was actually sleeping through the night. Finally, instead of a few really high intense workout sessions every single week, we got her to do 4 to 5 very low intense 30-minute circuit style workouts. Before working with me, she had the belief that because she had PCOS, it was going to be very hard for her to lose weight. When in reality, a lot of the suggestions when you have PCOS are to make some lifestyle changes, and that is exactly what we did with her. She was able to lose just under 20 pounds and completely reverse PCOS symptoms. For example, she was constantly spotting every single month and didn't have a regular period, and by the end of the program, she was getting a regular period with no spotting. If this is helpful and you have any other questions, just comment below and I'll be sure to answer them.